Hello there, this is Cookies, and today I wanted to go over the really big battle from that just got posted recently on Lucid's channel for the Shinuyama series, where I'm doing a Hydra with Demosthenes. And this one I thought was a really fun one. It's one of my bigger Dominion 6 battles that I got to be a part of. And I wanted to pull it up on the current patch. I believe in the one on Lucid's channel, the magic duel ended up working, and that was something that I tested at the time, was does it go through mind blank, and it had a chance. So, but I wanted to pull, because so much of the scripting for the Asphodel army was in these three gray ones, I wanted to pull up this version, because in this version, the magic duels don't work. So you get to see more of the Asphodel plan and how they were thinking about the game. So to start off, let's go ahead and see those magic duels. So right off the bat, you've got Mind Blank, you've got Quagmire, and I believe Rigor Mortis, or no, Summon Earth Power. And the Carrion Lord is doing Rigor Mortis. So everything, most of the things that you would want from a big Asphodel army. You see a bunch of regrowth spam, and you see some of that group regeneration that was mentioned. I think that's for, I'm not sure who that's for. These chassis both have built-in regen. And I believe that, I think it's just for the living troops, just trying to spam it over them, because I think their national spell just targets undead. So that's why they're on the out, like, so you have the core of the living troops, and then around that you have the undead troops. And I think he's trying to point buff these Lamias, Black Centaur, and Trolls. And the Marble Army that was shown in the last fight, which was him casting this as one of our theories of victory, so to speak, where it's going to add a Cold Malice to his army. You see some more group regen coming out here. So I suppose just more regen is better, I guess. Alright. And then, as a result, you can see Rigor. Let's see. Yeah, Curse of Stones goes out. Wrathful Skies is going up from one of the crones. Or gray ones, sorry. Then we have Army of Shades, Quagmire, Power in the Spheres, and Doom. So now our army is cursed. So you can see the curse here. We tried as hard as we could to buff the MR on these dieback mono, but their base MR is nothing to write home about. So I'm sure some of them, if Curse of Stones has gone out yet, I'm assuming some of them have been hit. Here we go. This guy failed the Curse of Stones check. And you can kind of tell which ones failed because they're the dieback mono that have already accumulated fatigue. Except maybe the archers, because shooting doesn't give you fatigue. And then we also put up Life After Death. And Life After Death is especially good on mages because you get a white mage, I believe it resets a bunch of stuff, so it gets rid of afflictions. I think so. And then I believe it resets fatigue and a bunch of other things. So on a Bakemono Sorcerer, it's very strong. You can see this guy casting Acid Bolt. We tried to give a lot of our normal commanders something to do as well, especially in terms of magic. What did you do? Oh, he's our Doomcaster. That makes sense. Okay. I think in the episode we were wondering what he did with his 2 pearls, and it was Doom. And let's see, Phantasms are really good because they're inanimate. Skelly Spam is really especially good because it's inanimate, so it has a matchup advantage versus Carrion. Also inanimate, I believe. The cubes, are they not? Oh, I guess not. But they have some, I mean, they can also just squish stuff. I mean, cubes are just good, so. And then we made all those water bottles so we could get a bunch of inanimate water elementals with armor-piercing crush attacks. So they'll be pretty good at fighting through undead. You can see these phantasms trying to hold up. And got the, you can see his buff suite where it was the enlarge in the region. He got blur on a bunch of them. Did the protection buff. You can see the cold vulnerability. Then a lot of fire and chakras. He did a really good job painting the chakras for the Wrathful Skies. I thought he did a great job at that. So even these Lamias have their 5 chakras, but I think a lot of these sacreds get 10 from the, or 5 from the bless. So Wrathful Skies, and then with all their HP and regen, Wrathful Skies shouldn't really be killing anyone from the Asphodel side. So I thought that was well done. You can see the gray one putting up Wailing Winds now. What was this one doing? Group Luck. And what were you doing? Cat-Eyed Warriors, Group Regen. Bunch of regrowth. So you can kind of see some of the spells that were coming out. So we've got Darkness, Grip of Winter, Natural Rain, Rigor Mortis, Light of the Northern Star, Storm, Quagmire, Relief, and Storm. So Wailing Winds comes up. Yeah, I thought it was interesting that we had this battle where we didn't put up Firestorm, partially to not kill a few of our Uba that were showing up because they didn't have the, I think some of them didn't have the armor. Yeah, so a bunch of these Uba didn't have armor. Some of them did, but not all of them. And then Asphodel didn't put up Foul Vapors, probably because he didn't want to kill off these Windmasters. He didn't have poison resistance on his Bless. So I think that one's got 5. So I think, but this one doesn't have any poison resist. So he might have killed his own Pretender. And once you lose one, the paths go down by a lot. So probably didn't want to kill off his own Pretenders. Now he could have put up Serpent's Blessing and given them a little bit of PR, but Foul Vapors will punch through 5 PR anyways. So I think that was the thought behind that. Serpent's Blessing doesn't give 10 PR to make you completely immune like it used to. Alright. And then this was the big undead, or think we did Undead Mastery and oh, what was it? The one that steals magic beings. I think Arcane, no. Astral Domination, I think. Arcane Domination. There we go. I think we did both of those variants. And we got a fair amount of stuff. So these Carrion Behemoths have 8 MR. So you can see several of them stolen here. This one got stolen. This one. And they're going to be really tough for the... because they've got all the regen. They're going to be especially tough for other mannequins to take down because their sleep lines won't do anything to them. Yeah, doesn't look like it has like a cold malice at all though, so that's good for it. Play a little bit more. This guy, he's got 10 true regen. That's right, I think regular regen doesn't work on undead anymore. I could be wrong though. In terms of the spell, but I'll have to double check. You got Wailing Winds, Dark Winds, bunch of Long Dead coming out. You can see the dieback mono kind of struggle to stay awake sometimes. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I really can't tell the difference, but I think on the original patch version, it's not really that different than what we're seeing here. But I can still show it. I'll try to do a more cinematic viewing. I'll be pausing and talking. So hopefully you'll be able to enjoy that. And you can see how much regen they were getting. 12 on the trolls. 12 on this Lamia, and then 18 on the snake form. It's a lot of regen. Bunch of pain fires coming in. Yeah, 53 regen on the behemoth, if I saw that correctly. But yeah, pretty cool battle. Let me pull up the original patch and we can take a look at that. Alright, and here's the original patch. So let's go ahead and do the cinematic viewing. I don't think it's too different an outcome than what we just saw, but thought you might enjoy it. All right. So just really quick, I wanted to cover how our Bakemono sorcerers operated under rigor mortis and Curse of Stones and was it Grip of Winter? So if you remember, our Bless has Reinvigoration +2 and Unaging. That helps fix the old age encumbrance and gives us some more reinvigoration. And then also the Bakemono sorcerers were doing Earth Power, and I forget what else they were doing, but it kind of worked out too. I think a lot of them have at least 6 reinvig, and the spellcasting encumbrance might be 12, so they might fall asleep every time they cast something, but they should wake up pretty quick. I think once you fall asleep, you get a +5, so then it's 11. It might be a 1 +5 to wake up, so it might be 6. I forget. It's been a while since I've done fatigue math, but it's 11 or 12 recovery per round. And they've got 20 MR, and rigor mortis now is an MR check. So generally speaking, as soon as they go to sleep, they should start waking up again pretty quickly, cast a spell, go back to sleep. Let me pull up another one. So this guy, he's got Boots of the Messenger, so he's up at 9. So he would be at, I think, a lot more recovery, 14 or so. If he fell asleep, this guy's got, let's see, 6 again. The White Mage is at 6, but has way less spellcasting fatigue, so he's going to do a lot better. Also not affected by Rigor Mortis. And he's got Phoenix Pyre, so this guy was probably a monster casting. So we got Banefire, Drain Life, Earth Meld, Banefire, Disintegrate, Flame Eruption, Blast of Unlife. So just kind of wanted to give a little bit of a insight into how the mages were staying up, and then I believe additionally where was it? No, I wanted our Prophet. Yeah. So I think this guy was supposed to be on Advancing Cast to do Banishment. And Banishment scales with each holy level for AoE, range, and damage. And we gave him a Rune Smasher for additional penetration on that Banishment. But he's just casting Word of Power from where he's standing. So, and you can see here it's pretty good rolls, 13 + 6, 13 + 8. Normally puts him right on the same kind of like MR level as Carrion Furies and Troll Kings. So he's getting pretty solid rolls in. He's not going to win all of them, but he'll win a lot of them. So, although we can see a lot of really big exploding 2d6 rolls from who he's targeting here. This one failed though. This second form Lamia. So 10 points of damage. Targeting another Carrion Fury. So that hits for 28. So you can kind of see some of those rolls there. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'll go ahead and see you in the next one, and let me know if you have any other battles that you'd want me to cover. Have a good one. Bye.